We can't deny the fact that K-pop had successfully conquered the international stage, and the number of international fans is only one of the many proof of how big K-pop as a genre has become. With multiple US debuts year after year, K-pop groups are starting to acknowledge the possibility of catering to the US market, and releasing English songs is only natural if a group wants an international audience to relate with their music better. Of course, we all know that BTS has successfully done that, and even more as they dominate the charts worldwide with their Korean releases, so it was only expected that the boys will slowly transition to releasing English songs as well. And despite how excited international fans are, K-ARMY are still skeptical about the move. Even netizens didn't find it appealing at first, that some even found it disrespectful for the boys to sing in English. Okay, I know some of you are scratching your heads, thinking what is wrong with singing in a different language when other singers had done it before as well? Well, the main issue is some fans think that BTS are losing and forgetting their roots, and that by singing English songs, they are, quote, being too westernized. Luckily though, the boys seem unfazed by the backlash, and rather than cowering under the pressure fans are putting on them, BTS answer the controversy as classy as they can be. I bet you'll fall in love completely after hearing what RM has to say about this issue. Before we jump into it, I think it's important that we talk about how their opinion had changed about the matter, because we stand growth, and growth as an individual is only proper, right? Okay, let's go back and talk about whether singing an all-English song proves the theory that many that BTS is becoming too westernized. When people say westernized, I believe that it is more than just singing in English. At the same time, fans should really stop claiming that BTS is slowly becoming too westernized, just because their songs show many similarities with songs from the West. Because, let's face it, K-pop, even before BTS, has been influenced by the American music scene, and groups way back 2008 had been releasing songs that sound a little similar to the genre from the US, because they are trying to appeal to audiences from the said country. At the same time, I think fans should stop worrying too much about this issue, because at the end of the day, whatever happens, K-pop will be K-pop, and it will never be the same with those coming from the American music scene. I mean, do they have amazing comeback concepts, or colorful and beautiful albums with photo card inclusion? Not to mention stunning and visually pleasing MVs. Just because the boys decided they wanted to reach a larger audience in order to become a source of hope for many, doesn't mean they are already forgetting their roots. I mean, have you seen Idol and how BTS made sure to represent the Korean culture through different objects scattered here and there on their MV? Also, they look gorgeous in those hanboks, so I guess we should stop worrying and just enjoy the music the boys of BTS are serving us. Moving on to the meat of the story, when BTS first began scoring hits in the Western market, they broke with tradition and did what many assumed as near impossible, by making their Korean releases top charts. We all know how their songs like Boys with Love, Fake Love, and On made it possible for the Korean boy group to secure a place in the top 10 of the Hot 100, which is very rare, because songs not sung in English have little to none chance to compete with songs by Western artists. But this didn't stop the Korean groups before BTS from releasing English songs, but the success rate was not very appealing, to say the least. This was the very reason why back then, releasing English songs were rare, because despite how many tried, it seems like having a successful K-pop act in the US is impossible. Well, until BTS happened and changed what they said as impossible to possible. Anyways, before, when K-pop groups tried to appeal to the international audience, they either just make their Korean albums available worldwide, or in rare occasions, actually release their title track in English. In 2019, when RM was asked whether the boys are planning to release an English song, the leader was firm with his answer that the boys will not. When asked why, RM said in quote, "We don't want to change our identity or our genuineness to get the number one," which of course warmed the hearts of many fans as the leader strove to protect BTS's identity as Korean singers. Everything changed 1 year after, and here is where the fiasco started. BTS released their first English language song, Dynamite.
So let's go. Hey.
Which later smashed every record that existed and topped every chart worldwide. Fans were joyful, of course, but some were not as happy as the others after they recalled how RM said that the possibility of releasing an English song was close to none. As we all know, this was not the last English song the 7-member boy group released, as they proceeded to release their hit song Butter and Permission to Dance, which outdid their previous releases by setting records no one thought was possible and raking millions of views on YouTube only 24 hours after it was released. But still, even after the success these songs garnered, the issue regarding BTS and their English songs didn't settle, so the boys thought it was only time to address the elephant in the room. In an interview with Variety, the leader RM explained how his opinion on releasing English songs changed during 2020 when COVID-19 struck the world without any warning. RM acknowledged how he once said that BTS won't release an English song, and even emphasized that back then, it was his real and honest feelings. He then proceeded by saying that the pandemic changed a lot of things, and that because they can't meet their fans and perform on stage just like before, they are trying new things which include releasing Dynamite. It seems like the leader was completely aware how much of a bargain releasing an English song was, as he even called this move by them as quote, "little crazy shot." Well, we are glad they took the risk because now we have a mega hit song to play on repeat. RM also revealed that he actually tried writing lyrics in Korean for Dynamite, but in the end, nothing really worked, so they decided that the English version was better.
그 느낌이 안 나. 나는 그래서 막 그런 거 없이 그냥 원래대로 있는 게 좀 더 낫다고 생각해.
역시.
In the interview, RM said, quote, "I actually tried different titles or lyrics in Korean, but nothing worked out really well. So, okay, well, why not keep it this way? Let's give it a shot. It's 2020, why not do some crazy things?" And crazy it was indeed, as the amount of success Dynamite achieved was the very definition of crazy and more. To even better the story, the boys are very much aware how language will never be an issue when it comes to their music. Speaking exclusively to NDTV,
Good to see all of you. 안녕하세요.
Namaste, we are BTS.
the boy said, quote, "There is no language barrier when it comes to music. And if that did not sound satisfying to you, then I don't know what is." The boys proceeded by saying that just like any other fan, they also listen to song in different languages, even though they don't understand. Music is a medium that connects people. And just like how the boys of BTS use their music to reach people from different countries, from different walks of life, I think it's amazing how these boys try to widen their scope by catering to much more audience. By releasing songs people can relate and understand. And since the pandemic had been causing a lot of trouble and struggles for everyone, BTS, as the sweethearts they are, thought about releasing songs that would become a source of healing and strength for those who need it the most, and that truly makes them a one-of-a-kind artist. As a matter of fact, after the release of Butter, the boys made it clear that they are not planning to stop releasing English songs just because some didn't like it. The leader even said that language doesn't matter as much to them like it did in the past, and actually, it's a character development. We are happy about, as RM elaborated, that regardless of genre, language, and topics, the boy group do not plan on restricting themselves or their music, assuring that there is no border, boundaries, or limits when it comes to their releases. Well, we can definitely expect even more amazing things from the boys from here on, and just thinking about it makes me super excited. I bet you guys are feeling the same as well, right? What do you guys think? Are you okay with BTS releasing another English song? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel for more. Hit the notification button so you won't miss any upload from us. See you next time. Bye!
So watch me bring